Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time for your Fab Friday word of the day. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. I am Prophetess Trish Morissette of Trish M Ministries. I just want to thank you personally for joining me on today. Make sure that you share, invite your followers, invite everyone to come in and tune in really quickly with us. I'll try not to take too much of your time, but I wanted to come on. Hey, Prophetess. Thank you, Ava. Happy Fabulous Friday to you. Hey, Prophetess Darlene. So glad you guys are on with me today. Awesome sauce. I got what I feel like is a good word that the Lord had given me. I'm inspired this morning or this afternoon. Now I'm inspired to share with you a nugget. Hey, Cynthia. So glad you tuned in. Praise God. Um, Last night, as you guys know, we have open enrollment for our master for my prophetic gift zone, which is my 12-month mentoring program for those gifted in the prophetic, called to the office of the prophet, or simply want to know more about the prophetic. Well, we were on our mastermind call last night with those that are in part 2 of the program. That means they completed a full year in part 1 and they're ready to transition to another full year with me in part 2. And it was an amazing time, but it triggered something that wanted me to inspire you this morning. We were talking about faith and divine healing, and we went into our divine purpose. I came to talk to you a little bit about your divine purpose on today. Your divine purpose. Now, here's the situation. This is what we were talking about. Here's the situation. We got Jesus, who is getting ready to be crucified. He's in the Garden of Gethsemane, and he's asked his disciples to pray with him. And they, we know the story. They couldn't pray. They were so tired and sleep. They couldn't keep their eyes open. Long story short, the soldiers come in to take him. Now watch this. What happens when your position for this time and season is for you to be the one that brings healing, deliverance, and breakthrough for the ones that are attacking you? I'm going to say that again. What happens when you're in a season of persecution, when you're in a season of going through different attacks here and there, whether it's with people or things or whatever is going on, and you're the one who's being set up to bring healing and deliverance to the person that's persecuting you, to the person that has rejected you, to the person that has abandoned you, to the person that has just talked about you, but yet you're called. You are called for such a time as this to bring healing and deliverance to the very ones that ain't got the faith to believe that God got his hands on you, ain't got the faith to believe that that prophetic word that you just uttered, that vision that you saw, they don't have the faith to believe that it is what it is, that God has his hands on you, that God has anointed you, and that God has pushed you to a greater level of destiny. That person that don't really believe that this business or this job or this whatever it is God told you to do, they're rejecting it. What if you are the person that is called in this season to bring healing and deliverance to somebody that don't care 2 pennies of a flip about you? See, here's the situation. Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane. They had come to attack him. They had come to imprison him. They had come because they knew ahead of time that they were going to do everything that they could to try to kill his purpose, to try to kill his destiny, and to try to sabotage his very life, his very existence. And in the midst of them coming, watch this, Jesus got his disciples that supposedly got his back, right? They got his back. You know, Jesus got to look Peter, the one that'll cuss you out, that'll slap you in your face. Like, what? You coming at me? What? Like, let's do this. He had folks that had his back now. And what had happened was Peter, the ones that was coming against his father, against his king, Peter was the one that took the knife and cut the very ear off of a soldier that had come to attack Jesus. But watch this. This ain't about Peter. We know we got a little hood people that's surrounding us. It's not about Peter, but it's about what Jesus did in the midst of the attack. So you got a situation where somebody has come to attack you, or somebody has come to put their mouth on you. You got a situation where somebody ain't loving you the way you need to be loved. You got a situation where somebody is just doing something in this season and this hour to bring hurt, to bring harm, to bring danger, to bring insult, to bring rejection, to bring abandonment, to bring something against you. And here we are. Jesus said, you know what? Even though you're coming to attack me, the anointing that is on my life, I'm about to lay hands on you right now in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. I'm about to lay hands on you. And despite the attack, despite your lack of faith over my life, despite your lack of faith of what God called me to do, despite all of that, right now, I'm going to lay hands on you, and I'm going to cause something to be whole in your body. I'm going to speak right now in this hour that God will heal you, that God will deliver you, that God will set you free right now in this moment, in the midst of the attack, in the midst of the struggle, in the midst of the heartache and the pain, in the midst of my brokenness, in the midst of my weariness. I'm going to speak a word. I'm going to lay hands. I'm going to declare and I'm going to decree that God will heal you, that God will deliver you, that God will set you free. So in the midst of all of them coming against Jesus, they coming at him, they coming at him, they coming at him. Jesus said, I'm going to heal you in the midst of your brokenness, because you thought it was about my brokenness. I'm going to heal you. You are called to do the exact same thing that Jesus did. In the midst of your struggle, you are called to be a healer. Even though you don't feel like you healed, you're called to be a healer to somebody else. Because why? You are the little g on this earth realm to represent the big G. The big G is a healer. The big G is a deliverer. And he said, you shall do even greater. So when you feel the persecution, when you feel the folk coming against you, when you feel them talking about you, you can come in the midst of that, all of that animosity, and you can speak a word that would change their atmosphere. And then they're going to look at you and say, you really was anointed by God. You really was called by God. You really was ordained by God. Wow, we had greatness in our midst and we didn't even know it. We had a mighty, awesome, supernatural thing going on in our midst, and we didn't even know it. See, they didn't even know that Jesus, they didn't believe that he was who he said he was. They didn't believe that he could do what he said he could do. But in the midst of it all, he still blessed them. He still healed them. He still delivered them, and he still went on his way to be crucified. But get this, Jesus didn't become friends like Ace Boone Coons with the one that attacked and he healed. See, after Jesus spoke a word or after Jesus laid the hands on them, we ain't friends like that. We ain't down like 4 flat tires like that. I got to keep it moving, Susan. But even in the midst of you trying to persecute me, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to speak life over you. That don't mean I'm about to be your best friend, because I got another mission. I got another assignment. I got to keep this thing moving. I got work to do. I can't sit here and sit and dwell in this. Now your mind then changed because you see something on me that you ain't never seen before. You see the manifestation of God's glory. You see see the healing power. You see, I am prophetic after all. You see, I am like a voice crying out in the wilderness saying, get your life right now before you get left. You see that I am anointed and chosen by God. But see, I'm going to speak a word in the midst of your confusion, in the midst of you looking at me cockeyed, in the midst of you doubting my call and my purpose. I'm going to speak a word, and that word is going to bring healing and deliverance. Matter of fact, God's glory going to be so strong on my life that y'all going to see the glory from afar. But watch this. You ain't going to be able to enter into my Canaan, because let me tell you, you got to stay on back there in Egypt, because you decided to put your mouth on my anointing. You decided to put your mouth on the glory that is on my life. You decided to not support me, but I'm going to pray for you and I'm going to bless you anyway. And when you see the glory, come on, somebody. That don't mean that I'm called to be your best friend. That don't mean that I'm called to walk hand in hand with you. Jesus healed and he kept it moving. The one that attacked him, he healed him and he kept it moving, Susan, because he knew that he had to reach his destiny. He knew he had to reach his purpose. And his purpose then involved him becoming best friends with the person that he just healed. Come on, somebody. Y'all gonna catch this in a minute. Your purpose is all about the person that's attacking you, that's coming against you. You ain't got to be best friends once they figure out that you really are who you say that you are. And when they come back and give you the apology, because watch this, is coming. I'm going to speak that in your atmosphere. Apologies are coming from your left and from your right. And they are going to say, you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. You was right. God did show you this. God did have his hands on this. God did promise you this. I was wrong. I didn't see you. I didn't understand you. And you know what? You accept that apology, but you keep it moving, Susan, because God ain't called you to be their best friends now that they want to come back and realize that they have to check themselves before they wreck themselves. Watch it, because it is at hand. The glory that is about to come upon your life, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, nor entered into the hearts of men the things that God is about to manifest in your life. I don't care what it looked like right now, because the attacks are coming. The attacks came for Jesus in the midst of the Garden of Gethsemane. The attacks came, right? But Jesus had to go on to glory. He had to go on to destiny. He had to go on to purpose. He didn't have time to be their best friends, because I can guarantee you this. I truly believe that the one that he put his ear back in place after it was cut out, he believed. I truly believe that he believed at that moment. But just because he accepted him at that moment didn't mean that Jesus had to be his best friend. Watch and see the glory that is about to be made manifest on your life like never before. Watch and see the glory. Watch and see the breakthrough. And wait and hear, because the apologies are coming. The apologies are coming, because now they're going to see and they're going to know that you are who you told them you were. That God's promises on your life, they are manifesting in this season, this time, and this hour. You just need the reminder that it's at hand. You just need the reminder to keep it moving. You just need the reminder that sometimes you gotta bless folks and cut them off all at the same time. That's a word right there. You could bless folks and cut them off all at the same time, and it is not a sin. Jesus blessed and he cut them off at the same time, because he had to keep going to destiny. So I hope that blessed somebody today. I hope that ministered something in your spirit, man, that helped you understand where you are right now in this season. Where are you in this season? Yeah, the persecutions, the rejection, the abandonment, the frustration, the lack, all of this, the walk by faith, not by sight, all of that. That's where you're at. And yeah, you got your doubters, you got your naysayers, but them are going to be the same ones that you're going to be called to be a blessing to. All right, guys, that's your Fab Friday word of the day. And don't forget, open enrollment for the PGZ Prophetic Gift Zone is now open. Go to trishimnow.com and get yourself in where you fit in and get registered. My prophetic family is amazing, y'all. I got the best mentees in the whole wide world. I thank God for those that he has sent me, and I prophetically praise him for those that are coming. Remember, the early bird registration it goes off on the 12th. So you got a couple more days to get in on the early bird registration. But go to trishmnow.com and get in where you fit in. We got work to do. I'm looking forward to being a blessing to you. I pray that you share this with somebody. Don't forget to share the video, share the word of encouragement, because somebody needs to hear it. You guys have a fabulous Friday, and tell somebody about the Prophetic Gift Song program. Tell them to come and get registered so we can go on a prophetic journey together. I love you guys, and I appreciate you so much. Happy Fabulous Friday, and we'll talk soon.